If you stage wall in Haven sewers and have your jet come to this corner, you can glide under the map to B. It's almost impossible for anyone to see the jet, but what's even better is that you can shoot through the floor. Easy post plan. At every event, Riot give pros a list of glitches and tech that can't be used, so here's 35 glitches that are banned in VCT. The majority of these glitches were found by Tractor. I don't know what's more shocking, the fact he doesn't have 100k or how he finds these, so enjoy. If you turn high graphics on and see leaves like this around the map, it actually makes you immune to flash. Lotus is great for this as you can get full control of CT on C, allowing you not to worry about any pop flashes. But also enjoy these 2 extra spots on Pearl before they remove the map. This one is great if you know that they have an aggressive Phoenix which will push B link. And same again on A if you know they're going to flash the stairs for more map control. If you thought Jet under Haven was insane, what if I told you Yoru could do the exact same but on Lotus? Grab your Sage Pocket Healer at the start of the round and place a wall towards the back of C stairs. And just like that, you can teleport into the wall with Yoru. Being inside of the wall gives you full control of C main and also the default plant the majority of players use. But it doesn't end there, you can actually teleport in the wall on Haven as well. It's in the exact same spot as Jet's, however it's only good for holding short since you can't glide an updraft. But on the bright side, at least you can jump out. There is also one more agent which allows you to get into even crazier spots, so stick around till the end of the video to find out who. Deadlock officially has 0% pick rate in VCT, but if a team did pick her, they wouldn't be allowed to do this. Most players would just simply throw a wall into Heaven on Ascent. However, if you go under Heaven, line up on this dot here and throw a wall in this corner, the Deadlock wall will actually go through the ground. You might think it's pointless, but it's actually a pretty good wall. But if you ever find yourself as Deadlock being stuck behind an enemy's Deadlock wall, well, you can just place your wall next to theirs and you can run straight through. But what's even cooler is that on Bind, Deadlock can fake teleport through the TP. To do this, you need to first teleport, then once you are in, throw the Deadlock wall in this area. From there, rotate back to the A site teleporter and you can continue to fake teleport, confusing your enemy. You have to keep in mind that you have to jump through the teleporter for the fake teleport to work, and if you want to just teleport normally, just walk through the TP. So you don't need to be Omen anymore, GG. Are you down bad this Valorant act? Well, Blitz.gg is here to help. Blitz.gg is an all-in-one app which allows you to track all your in-game stats, so you can pinpoint exactly what your best guns are, but also what maps you may have to put a little extra time into. And it looks like I'm struggling a lot on the free site maps. You can also see what agents you have the most success on. Blitz.gg allows you to see your teammates' stats before the game starts, so I decided to let player 5 take duelist, and guess what? We won. It also shows the enemy's ranks in the loading screen and an AI prediction on who will win. You also have dynamic stats during the game, so you know how impactful your plays are. Thought Valorant's post-match insight was good? Well, just have a look at Blitz. You can see everything from headshot to ability usage. Blitz also supports a large range of games, so if you want to improve your game, download blitz.gg, link down in the description below. Let's continue to make Sentinels fun again. So what if I told you Killjoy can fly? You want to get your Sage friend to wall B site on Lotus, and you jump crouch in this corner. That's already a cool spot, but if you place your Killjoy turret in the corner and tuck to the side, you'll actually end up floating in the sky. It's also 100% accurate with any gun. Cypher mains, don't worry, I got you as well. You have some insane cams which allow you to see from outside the map. This one might work best on attack, so go duelist mode and push towards Heaven with your Sage. Having wall of Heaven and you just jump on the wall and you'll be able to place this cam outside the map, allowing you to see both CT spawn but also B site. And if you really want to be a pain, you can also put a trip out of the map so only one side is shootable. Grab your friends and do this cam for fun on Fracture before it's too late. Get Raze boosted onto this box, then Sage walled above Canteen. You can then place your cam out of the map here and you'll be able to see all of Canteen, CT spawn and B site. You can even tag them through the walls. There's even more Cypher tech later on in this video, but for now my personal favorite, the Super Dash. Icebox currently isn't in the rotation and we all know how powerful the Super Dash was. Even TenZ himself said no Super Dashes were allowed.
No Super Dashes? Of course no Super Dashes.
But you can actually Super Dash on the majority of maps. Here's one to peek A main on Lotus. You could also Super Dash on Breeze as well, and that map is coming back soon. But let's just say I'll find a new Super Dash on the new Valorant map Sunset. You know what's still staying in the map rotation? Lotus. And if you love the Jet Super Dash, you're gonna love the Jet Door Dash. You can fly across Lotus at super high speeds if you open the door and dash into it. And let's just say this one works like a charm. Wait, I'm gonna zoom past it.
Whoa!
Try harder.
And the best thing is, you can do it on any bomb site. However, not only Jet can fly, you can also fly with Neon. This is the Neon Super Slide. You can do it on both Lotus and Split. The Lotus one does require a Sage player to wall you up at the ramp, and all you have to do is run and slide into it, and as easy as that, you can fly into the sky. And the results from this are pretty cool.
Nice! That was clean.
But for you solo players on Split, you can fly into a cool entry towards a site. All you have to do is slide into the corner of this box, and just like that, you zoom. Only 1% of Neon movement players know this tech. You can slide up the ramp on Lotus, and honestly, your enemies are never going to expect it. Line up in this corner, run and slide, and just like that, you'll be at the top. Super dash, super slide, well, we have to show some love to Raze too. The Raze super rocket boost would definitely not be allowed in VCT. Just imagine Jing flying into the sky doing this. The timing is tough, but if you satchel, ult, shoot your rocket at the peak of your jump, and satchel almost simultaneously, you'll fly into the sky. And since it's way higher than a double satchel, your enemies never expect it. Oh my god. Riot have tried patch this multiple times, but if you raise Boombot against the teleporter door, you can open it from the outside. Say goodbye to enemies camping in the teleporter. Deadlock can also open the teleporter from the outside with her ultimate ability. However, we'll most likely never see this in VCT since no one actually plays Deadlock. But if this was allowed, this would be the most insane way to use Deadlock's wall. You can reach some crazy high angles. Just look at this example when Flow Ascending placed a wall for A main on Pearl. The wall's high in the sky, so all I had to do was updraft, dash, and updraft again, and the enemies had no idea I was going to be up there. The best thing is you can do this on any map and anywhere.
Oh my god! Save main!
Let's go! Let's go! However, if you're a Cypher main, just go break Deadlock's wall instantly with your cam. But also, go break those annoying Sage walls as well at the start of rounds. Sage mains, you should do this instead. Play towards A heaven, get your teammate to stand in the corner next to the window, and you can self-boost and peek into A main. And no one is ever going to expect a Sage main there. Or if you're selfless, you can boost your teammates up there as well. Enemies finally realizing you're there will get your Jet to updraft on the box and place a wall on top of his head, and you'll create an even more insane off angle. A Sage wall on that box is already insane, but the extra height you get just makes the off angle even more crazy. Remember when you could Sage wall on top of Killjoy turrets? Well, it's back, kinda. Boost your Killjoy and Sage onto truck and place your turret on the edge of the truck, and then you get a little extra height on your Sage wall. It does break, but at least you got a cool floating block. But if you do it here on Fracture, the wall won't break, and you can successfully wall on top of a Killjoy turret again. Enjoy this one whilst you can. You probably guessed it, but you can also teleport out of the map as Omen. And honestly, these spots are even crazier than the Jet one. The first one is on Ascent, and you can get inside of B main, allowing you to peek and kill enemies through the wall. Simply teleport and get Sage walled into this corner, teleport again on top of the wall, and just like that, you can jump onto an invisible wall and see straight towards B hut. Moving on to bind, there's two insane spots. The first one allowing you to be inside the walls in hookah. This works the same as Ascent, where you teleport with a Sage wall in this corner, and just like that, you're inside the walls in hookah. But it gets even better. You can teleport onto an invisible ceiling, and it gives you the perfect post plan for B site. And yeah, I can see why this isn't going to be allowed in VCT. This spot is hilarious. Omen, the shop salesman. Same again, teleport with a wall in this corner and again onto the Sage wall, and you'll be able to jump around it into the stall and mark it on bind. I couldn't even imagine what it would be like to see an Omen there. It doesn't stop there, it gets even crazier than that. Can you guess where this Jet is? That's right, on the very top of Fracture. If you get a Deadlock to wall the start of the zip line, you can actually detach off of it. This allows you to glide around and land on this little edge and run straight out of the map. Stupid, I know, but if you keep going, you can eventually make it to the top of the map. If you don't fancy doing a speed run, well, you can also go both under the map into this spot near the entry of the zipline, or you can create this crazy Sage wall off angle. And yes, you can still detach off the rope with a Sage wall. Freeze is coming back, so it'll be time to see if these still work on the new changes. Duos that both insta-lock duelist, I honestly hate you, but why not try this for some crazy peaks? Raze Satchel and Jet updraft on A site, and you can get this crazy off angle above main, which is 100% accurate. I'll be testing these straight away on the new Breeze changes, so if you made it this far, subscribe.